Hi guys, I'm back with another video for all you HBARians out there. Today I'm going to be covering some major news and giving an overall update on HBAR. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
So first things first, we'll start off with a little bit of technical analysis. So when you look at HBAR on the weekly time frame, in my previous video I had drawn HBAR on a falling wedge which started to break up, and had you taken that trade you could have made around 35 to 40% gains. But please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button if you want to continue making gains in the crypto market. And what I'm looking at now is the stochastics are getting a little bit overbought, however the RSI still looks pretty good. And if you pull a Fibonacci, HBAR is still trading beneath the golden pocket, which traditionally is a great accumulation zone. Now the issue is that HBAR broke out of the falling wedge, however it got rejected at the previous resistance point. So I do want to be clear, I personally will not be entering an HBAR trade until I see it close a candle above that 0.067 level. However, do keep in mind, HBAR and most other crypto projects right now are tied to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin were to rise, most will rise. If Bitcoin falls, most will fall. Now that being said, I want to show you guys Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. So when you look at the stochastics and the RSI, they're a little bit overbought, but that's not the end of the world. However, there are still some very bullish indicators. For example, the 21-day moving average crossed the 200-day moving average. That is a golden cross. Typically that signals an explosive move is coming for Bitcoin. And in my previous videos, I talked about how price action was trading away from the 21-day moving average. And typically what you'll see happen is price action will come down, touch the 21-day, and bounce off of it as support. That is pretty much exactly what has started to happen. And in doing so, it has potentially started to form a bull flag, which break up 68% of the time, and it has a measured move to over 35K. Now, measured moves do not always play out. However, if it were to play out, that probably would skyrocket HBAR as well. But also keep in mind, macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So at the same time, if it comes out that the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF were to get accepted, that could skyrocket the entire crypto market. On the contrary, if the ETF gets rejected, or if the XRP case were to get reversed, that could tank the entire crypto market. So just realize that anything can happen when you're trading crypto. Don't get super caught up into what you're seeing on a day-to-day time frame. Now, the first piece of news that I want to cover is regarding the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. As this is titled, BlackRock insiders say Bitcoin ETF is likely 6 months away. We're going to fight like cats and dogs to win market share once spot Bitcoin ETFs are approved. And that's absolutely true. And when you look down here, a lot of people are saying it's a matter of when and not if. And in case you guys haven't watched any of my other videos, I'm going to fill you in on how big I think the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF could actually be. So the first thing you have to understand is that BlackRock is in charge of almost $9 trillion of funds, and they are the world's largest asset manager. If their Bitcoin ETF were to get accepted, that would make it significantly easier for the average person to get into cryptocurrency, especially the older generations who have most of the money. And in turn, that would probably skyrocket the price of Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market. I have even seen articles talking about how Bitcoin could go up to 180,000. Now, I want to be clear. I don't necessarily think Bitcoin would go to 180,000, at least not from the ETF alone. But I have gone on record multiple times saying that I believe this could be a catalyst that could potentially start an early bull market. That is how big I think this news could be. So in my opinion, I think all of you guys should keep an eye on whether or not this ETF gets accepted. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, I'm going to go over HBAR's tokenomics and fundamentals. So HBAR is currently trading at a price point of just under 6 cents. It has a market cap of 1.8 billion, and that ranks 30th among all cryptocurrencies. It has a max supply of 50 billion and a circulating supply of 32.5 billion, which is 65% in circulation. And HBAR reached its all-time high back in the 2021 bull market at 57 cents, and it's currently down 89% since then. And I also would like to point out that HBAR is only up 477% from its all-time low. There are many crypto projects out there right now that are up thousands and thousands of percent, which just goes to show that if you do believe in HBAR long-term, it might not be a bad time for you to start dollar cost averaging in. And if you guys are looking to buy HBAR, I recommend using Binance, Coinbase, or KuCoin. I think those are the 3 easiest centralized exchanges to use. And if you go to CoinMarketCap, you can also see some recent Hedera news, and a lot of this has some very good information. For example, RocketX joins hands with Hedera for blockchain interoperability. And I think interoperability will play a huge narrative in the next bull run. But it's a really good thing to see that there is constantly news coming out about HBAR. That just shows how much hype is surrounding this project. And as many of you guys know, the crypto market right now is heavily driven based on hype and speculation. Now, what is Hedera? Hedera is the most used, sustainable, enterprise-grade public network for the decentralized economy that allows individuals and businesses to create powerful, decentralized applications. So essentially, Hedera is a layer 1 project, although unlike most projects that run on blockchain, Hedera runs on Hashgraph, which is a newer technology that was created back in 2016 to have faster transaction speeds and higher throughputs. And the main thing that I want to point out is that they are enterprise grade. Most projects out there are just designed for a little bit of retail investment. Hedera is built for large institutions, large corporations. They are built to handle billions of transactions every single day, which in my opinion makes them the perfect layer 1 project for mass adoption. And the founders of Hedera are Dr. Lehman Baird and Mance Harmon. And Dr. Lehman Baird is credited as the one that created the Hashgraph distributed consensus algorithm and currently works as Hedera's chief scientist. And in my opinion, I think Dr. Lehman Baird is one of the smartest people in the crypto space. I have watched him do interviews on how he intends to have Hedera Hashgraph protect against quantum computing in the future, which I think is a great thing to see because that shows that they are on top of everything and they are preparing for everything. And now last but not least, Hedera Hashgraph is also one of 8 cryptocurrencies that are rumored to be ISO 20022 compliant. This is huge because this allows them to integrate within the entire financial sector, working alongside central banks with cross-border payments. And naturally, this is going to give them a credibility that most projects do not have, and it will make it significantly more difficult for them to fail long term. And now when you go to Hedera's website, powering native Web3 ecosystems and institutional applications for the next generation of the web. They have 3.1 million mainnet accounts created, 96 million transactions in the last 24 hours, which I will say is actually down a little bit. Usually they're like 116 million, but that's still a lot compared to most layer 1s. And they have a 5.64 second consensus finality. To put that into perspective, Bitcoin could take up to 2 hours to be 99.976% sure that the transaction will not get reversed. HBAR is 100% certain at 5.64 seconds. And they also have an average transaction cost of only a tenth of a penny. And one of the biggest reasons HBAR gets so much hype is because of their governing council, as they are connected to Google, Dell Technologies, IBM, FIS, LG, Shinhan Bank, Standard Bank, UCL, all kinds of extremely powerful connections, which, similar to being ISO compliant, this is going to give them a credibility that most projects do not have, as it shows a lot of big time companies believe in their technology. And in my opinion, they also have one of the premier upcoming DEXs, Saucer Swap. I will not be surprised at all if Saucer Swap ends up in the same conversation as Uniswap, PancakeSwap, SushiSwap, these major decentralized exchanges. So Saucer Swap is something you may want to keep your eyes on in the future. Now, when you look at Hedera's Twitter, 302,000 followers, and they also posted, "We're excited to announce the launch of Galaxy app and the dawn of the Web3 fueled creator economy on Hedera, created from the mind of the Brooklyn Nets' very own Spencer DeWitty. The team is coming for the $250 billion economy." But HBAR is continuing to post and grow every single day. It is truly amazing to see how fast they are actually growing. And then last but not least, you can see 7 hours ago, they posted 17 billion transactions and counting. And it truly does feel like every single HBAR video I post, they have reached a new billion. And if you go and look at their transactions right now, they've already had another 38 million since that post. And then the final news I want to go over before I go over price predictions. So Fresh Supply Co., the largest user of Mastercard provenance, migrates to Hedera for real-world asset tokenization. And I will say there are a lot of people in this space that believe that real-world assets are going to be a huge narrative in the next bull run. By tokenizing assets and events through the agri-food supply chain at scale, Fresh Supply Co. is actively digitizing food production and trade, enabling complete transparency and deep, verifiable data for financiers. This is another big-time integration for Hedera. And now for the final part of this video, I'll get into how high I think HBAR could go next bull run. So this is a historical snapshot of November 14th of 2021, the heights of the 2021 bull market. Bitcoin is trading around its all-time high, 65,400. At this time, Hedera was the 34th largest cryptocurrency. It had a market cap of 6.5 billion and had a price of 43 cents. Now, if you look at some of the projects above them, FTX token, we know what happened to FTX. Algorand is almost double their market cap. Not that I think Algorand is bad, but I don't think they are twice as good as HBAR. Terra Luna, 22.9 billion. And we also know what happened to Terra Luna. And then meme coins, Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, 29 billion, 34 billion. And then even a project like Solana, 72.2 billion. And now if you go to market cap up and you put Hedera Hashgraph in and you put Terra Luna in at its all-time market cap high, if HBAR were to reach that price point, it'd be trading at $1.26 and that'd be a 21.7x. And Terra Luna's all-time market cap high was 41 billion. I do understand Terra Luna was extremely exciting due to its ecosystem, but I genuinely think HBAR has better technology than Luna had. And then if you put Shiba Inu in, a meme coin, it had basically the exact same all-time high market cap of Terra Luna, and that would put HBAR at a price point of $1.26. And that is a meme coin. From my perspective, I cannot imagine a reality where Shiba Inu is a better cryptocurrency than HBAR. I just can't. And now this final price comparison may be too bullish for some of you guys, but theoretically, if HBAR were to reach the all-time high market cap of Solana, which was 77.4 billion, it'd be trading at a price point of $2.38, and that'd be a 41x. Now, I do understand Solana had FTX backing it up, which significantly helped its price, but I believe Hedera running on Hashgraph, which is a very unique technology, gives it a significant advantage, coupled with the fact they have a very powerful governing council. And then finally, they've also had zero downtime. Solana has went down several times. So I do want to be clear. I'm not saying Hedera will reach these price levels, but I am saying that it's a possibility. I think it definitely has the technology that is capable of doing so. But these price comparisons are just my opinion. Please do your own research and come to your own conclusions. And that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how do you guys feel about HBAR next bull run? How high do you think it could reach? Please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy the content. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
I'm hitting the ground running, up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100, cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something, I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand, and a full plan, I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man, every single drop got me feeling awesome.